Michael Jackson and his stage costumes, a legendary story. Introduction 0 to 3 o'clock. When we think of Michael Jackson, we think of the music, the dance moves, and the electrifying performances. But there was another layer to his magic, his costumes. Michael's stage outfits weren't just clothes, they were armor, symbols, and extensions of his art. They spoke without words, shimmered under the spotlight, and became as iconic as the moonwalk itself. This is the story of Michael Jackson and his stage costumes, a journey through sequins, military jackets, fedoras, and unforgettable fashion statements that defined the king of pop. Chapter 1. The Jackson 5. The sparkle begins 3 o'clock to 10 o'clock. In the late 1960s and early 70s, a young Michael stepped into the spotlight with the Jackson 5. Their costumes were loud, colorful, and playful, perfect for Motown's vibrant era. Bell-bottoms, psychedelic prints, fringes, and bold colors lit up the stage. Michael wore sequined vests and wide-collared shirts, giving hints of the sparkle that would define his solo career. These costumes weren't just fashion, they symbolized joy, youth, and a new wave of black artistry dominating pop culture. Even at this early stage, Michael was learning how clothes could amplify performance. Chapter 2. Off the Wall, the Disco Glow 10 o'clock to 1800. By the late 70s, Michael launched his solo career with Off the Wall. The disco era called for glamour, and Michael embraced it. Shimmering tuxedos, glittering socks, bow ties, and fitted suits became his signature look. His costumes combined elegance with youth, matching his transition from child star to adult performer. Designers used silk, sequins, and bold patterns to reflect disco lights, making Michael shine like no other. During this time, he started experimenting with the fedora and sparkly glove, items that would later become eternal symbols of his brand. Chapter 3. Thriller, Red Jacket and the Birth of an Icon 1827, 00. 1982. Thriller. The album that changed everything. Alongside the groundbreaking music videos, Michael's costumes became pop culture landmarks. The red leather jacket from Thriller with black stripes became one of the most famous garments in history. The white glove, encrusted with crystals, became an icon of individuality. The white suit and fedora from Smooth Criminal gave us a timeless gangster-inspired silhouette. These weren't random fashion choices. Michael understood the power of visual identity. His costumes elevated him from superstar to untouchable legend. Chapter 4. The Bad Era, Military Royalty 27-0036-00. When Bad was released in 1987, Michael reinvented himself again. His costumes were darker, edgier, and infused with military inspiration. Black leather jackets with buckles, belts, and zippers symbolized rebellion. Military-style jackets with gold embellishments presented Michael as a global commander of music. The iconic silver armband, a message of peace and unity, appeared in many outfits. His stage costumes during this era weren't just stylish, they were statements of authority. Michael was no longer just a pop star, he was the king of pop. Chapter 5. Dangerous, The Showman's Armor 36-0045-00. The Dangerous World Tour in the early 90s brought some of Michael's most iconic stage costumes. The golden bodysuit, a futuristic armor that made him look almost otherworldly. The military jackets, now more extravagant than ever, shining under stadium lights. The Jam performance outfit with the black pants, white V-neck shirt, and fedora, simple yet unforgettable. These costumes worked like stage armor. They gave Michael power, energy, and presence. Every move was magnified by the sparkle and shine of his clothing. Chapter 6. History, A Living Statue 45-0054-00. In 1995, Michael launched the History era, and his costumes reached their most theatrical peak. The golden suit became legendary, symbolizing invincibility. His stage outfits often combined regal and futuristic looks, blending tradition with innovation. Michael wore sashes, medals, and epaulettes, reinforcing his image as a global cultural commander. By now, Michael's costumes weren't just fashion, they were myth-making. Each outfit transformed him into something larger than life. Chapter 7. Legacy of the Costumes 54:001 hours 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Michael's costumes live on even after his passing. Exhibitions around the world showcase his jackets, gloves, and shoes. Fans recreate them in tribute performances. Designers cite him as inspiration for modern fashion. The glove, the fedora, the sequin socks, these aren't just stage props. They are symbols of timeless creativity. Michael once said, "The greatest education in the world is watching the masters at work." His costumes proved he was not just a master of music but a master of image. Conclusion: 1 hour 0 minutes and 0 seconds. Michael Jackson's stage costumes were never random. They told stories, expressed messages, and transformed concerts into experiences. Each jacket, each glove, each fedora was a piece of living history. And in the shimmering light of those sequins, Michael Jackson cemented himself as not just the king of pop, but a legend whose fashion will dance forever in the hearts of millions.